last week on the Into the Wild messages, one of them was like to clear the crap, clear the and what that message was about, and it's interesting that it's coming up again this week, is it's so important in order to create mindset alchemy and to be in the healthiest inner outer state that you can be and be integrated and in the epic flow, so that you are flowing towards your ideas and flowing towards what you want to realize in your life and create in your life. You've got to be a clear vessel. When you're a clear vessel, you can then hear the intuition that comes from here. You can hear the guidance. And if you've got stuff that you're not taking care of, you're not dealing with, it is this creating static. So just like the hairstylist today, whatever the legal matter was, that phone call was needed in order to get one step closer to having the legal matter be done. When that legal matter is done for her, she's clear. Maybe not entirely, there might be other things that she has to release. But in order to understand how to create mindset alchemy, how to create the life you want, you have got to start shedding all of the things that are like little tethers holding you back. And I can speak from this experience because the biggest thing that I had holding me down for a long time was an unhealthy marriage that I was afraid to do something with. I just stared it in the eye and I knew it wasn't healthy, and I knew enough to know it was tethering me down. And yet I wanted to ignore it and make the other aspects of my life at the time healthier. That's when I wrote my book, Soul Mama. That's when I started the business called I Am Soul Mama, which is now evolved into Mind and Color. My network, my spiritual growth, I put everything into that. So I was, if you think of your life in 8 different major areas, majority of my areas were pretty healthy at that time. However, they could not catch momentum and take off in the fully expressed way if I had that marriage that was still hanging on. And the one thing that I know, when looking back on now, my procrastination in dealing with that for so long was, what am I going to lose? What I didn't know then that I can now say is, instead of thinking, what am I going to lose? I didn't realize what I was going to gain by cutting that tether, getting through it, dealing with it. And this was a big one because it wasn't something that I could make a phone call and be done with the issue. It was, a couple of years of an issue that had to be dealt with. But if you know me now, and if you don't, I will tell you, my life is expanding so quickly now. And I know it's because I dealt with it and I got through it. And a lot of times what I gain is that breathing space and gratitude because I dealt with it. Dealing with our stuff is not easy, but it's necessary in order to clear all the clutter out of our emotional and energy bodies so that we can come together in integrated minds, hear our call, what is next?